Take a moment now to simply arrive, allowing yourself to settle into whatever surface is supporting you, noticing the weight of your body as it gathers and rests. Perhaps you might begin by just acknowledging that you are here and that in this space, there is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to change, and nothing you need to perform. You might notice the air in the room, how it feels against the skin of your face or your hands, a soft, steady presence that has been here all along. As you settle, you might invite your focus to turn gently toward the breath, not to control it, but just to witness it. Like watching the tide come in and go out from a quiet shore, notice the way the breath moves through you, the subtle rise of the chest, the slight expansion of the ribs, the soft release as the air leaves the body. It is a natural rhythm, a steady, quiet companion that stays with you through every season. And as you breathe, perhaps you could allow the exhale to be just a little bit longer, a little bit slower, letting each departure of breath carry away a tiny bit of the tension you didn't even know you were holding in your shoulders, or around your eyes, or in the corners of your jaw. If it feels right, you might imagine a sense of warmth starting at the crown of your head, a soft, golden light or a gentle, soothing temperature. Imagine it flowing down, slowly washing over your forehead, smoothing away the thoughts of the day, moving down into the muscles of the face, letting the tongue rest away from the roof of the mouth, letting the throat feel open and clear. This warmth continues its journey, cascading down into the shoulders, allowing them to drop away from the ears, feeling the way the bones and muscles can simply let go, surrendering to the pull of gravity. You are safe here in this quiet place. The warmth moves further down now, into the arms, the elbows, all the way to the tips of the fingers. You might feel a slight tingling or a sense of resonance there, a reminder that life is moving through you, even when everything feels still. Allow this relaxation to flow into the heart space, as if the breath could create a little more room there, a little more softness. There is no hurry. There is only this breath, and then the next. As you deepen this state of calm, you may notice the belly softening, the lower back finding its ease. The warmth moves into the hips, the thighs, down through the knees and the calves, until it reaches the very soles of your feet. You are completely supported, grounded, connected to the earth beneath you. In this quieted state, the surface mind begins to settle, like sediment drifting to the bottom of a clear lake, leaving the water above still and transparent. You might imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast, tranquil field at dusk. The air is cool and smells of damp earth and distant pines. The light is soft, a deep violet and indigo sky that stretches out forever, making you feel both very small and very much a part of the whole. Here, the noise of the world is muffled, and the only sound is the wind moving through the long grass. As you stand in this peaceful place, you realize that you no longer have to carry everything you have been holding. You can simply be. Take a few moments here in the silence of this field, allowing the quiet to wrap around you like a soft blanket, letting the rhythm of your breath align with the natural world around you, deepening, drifting, and simply existing in the space between heartbeats, knowing that in this stillness, there is room for everything you feel without being consumed by it, just breathing and listening to the hush of the internal landscape. As we prepare to move a little deeper into the heart of this experience. And now, as you continue to rest in this inner field of quiet relevance, I invite you to imagine a doorway standing just a few steps ahead of you. A simple wooden frame that leads from this timeless space back into the flow of your upcoming days. This doorway isn't a departure from your healing, but a bridge, a way to carry this newfound spaciousness into the world where life continues to move. As you look through this frame, you might see a glimpse of a moment in the very near future. Perhaps it is tomorrow morning or an afternoon later this week. You see yourself in a familiar setting, perhaps in your kitchen, at your desk, or walking down a street you know well. In this vision of the future, notice a moment where the weight of grief usually feels the heaviest. That sudden surge of memory, or that quiet, sharp realization of absence that used to feel like the only thing that was real. Watch yourself in this upcoming scene. See how you pause when that wave approaches, but notice something different this time. Instead of the wave pulling you under, you see yourself standing on the shore, feet firmly planted in the sand. Watch as the future you takes a slow, conscious breath, the same breath you are taking right now. You observe yourself acknowledging the grief as a guest, a familiar presence that has a seat at the table but doesn't own the house. See how your shoulders soften in that moment, how your jaw releases. There is a quiet strength in the way you remain present to the world around you, even while the heart aches. Perhaps you see yourself reaching for a glass of water, feeling the cool glass in your hand, seeing the sunlight hit the surface, acknowledging that the water is real, the light is real, and the grief is also real, all existing in the same beautiful, complex moment. You are practicing the art of being both mourning and living, both remembering and becoming. Watch how you respond to an everyday task in this vision. Maybe it is answering a phone call or focusing on a small detail of work. You notice that you can hold the thread of your life with a steady hand, because grief is no longer a blindfold. It has become a lens through which you see the world with more depth, more compassion, more vivid color. As you witness this version of yourself, notice the anchor you carry, that internal sense of groundedness you felt in the field. It is always there, a tether to the center of your own being. In this rehearsal of the days to come, see yourself moving through a difficult hour and coming out the other side, not exhausted by the struggle to escape the feelings, but nourished by the permission to simply have them. You see yourself standing by a window as the sun begins to set, and you realize that you have moved through the day without losing yourself. You have honored what was lost, and in doing so, you have honored the one who remains. Take a moment to really feel this possibility in your body right now. Skin to bone, heartbeat to breath. Feel the relief of knowing you don't have to choose between your love and your life, that they can walk side by side. Allow this image of your resilient self to soak into your awareness, like ink on a damp page, becoming a part of the story you are writing today. You might notice a subtle shift in your posture, a slight opening in the chest, as the future you and the present you began to merge. It is safe to be okay. It is safe to notice the world. It is safe to let life be as real as the loss. As this vision of the future gently begins to dissolve, the feelings of steadiness and presence remain. You aren't leaving the field. You are simply expanding its borders to include every room you walk into, every conversation you have. You carry the quiet of the field within the noise of the world. Now, As you sit with this sense of integrated peace, allow some gentle words to rise to the surface of your mind, not as demands, but as soft reflections of what is already becoming true. Perhaps saying to yourself silently, "I am allowed to feel the sun on my face. I notice the depth of my heart, and I choose to stay present within it. My love is a foundation, not a prison. I am capable of holding both sorrow and the small joys of this day." Let these reflections settle into the deep, quiet places of your mind. As we move into a space of even deeper integration, where the words fall away and the essence remains, as you float here in this quiet expanse, you might begin to sense how the architecture of your inner world is shifting, becoming wide enough to house every part of your experience. You are discovering that you do not need to push anything away to feel whole, and you do not need to be consumed by the shadows to honor what has been lost. Instead, you are becoming like a grand cathedral, where the light from high windows touches the cool stones below, and the silence itself is a form of presence. Consider a moment in the near future, perhaps just a few hours or a day from now, where a familiar wave of heavy memory begins to rise. Notice how it feels in your body, and observe the subtle change in how you respond. In this imagined moment, see yourself pausing, your feet grounded firmly against the earth, your breath steady and rhythmic. You recognize the grief as a guest you know well, but you also notice the colors of the room around you, the temperature of the air, the tasks waiting for your gentle attention. You see yourself moving through your day, not by ignoring the ache, but by carrying it with a hand that is no longer trembling. You find you can speak, you can listen, you can even find yourself surprised by a moment of genuine connection or curiosity, all while remaining deeply true to your heart. This is the integration of your strength, the understanding that your capacity for sorrow and your capacity for life are fed by the same deep well. Perhaps you might allow a few gentle thoughts to ripple across your awareness, repeating them softly to yourself if they resonate. I am the container for my feelings. I am not the feelings themselves. It is safe to allow life to reach me again. I honor what is gone by living fully in what remains. My heart is resilient enough to hold it all. Take a moment now to breathe into the center of your chest, feeling the rise and fall, the constant, reliable motion of your own life force. You may notice that the heaviness has lost its sharpest edges, becoming a softer, more manageable part of your landscape. Like furniture in a room that you have lived in for a long time, it is there. It has its history, but there is plenty of space for you to walk around, plenty of space to breathe and grow. You are more than a story of loss. You are a person of profound depth, capable of navigating the currents of transition with a steady hand. And as you move forward from this session, you do so with a renewed sense of self-trust, knowing that your foundation is deep and your spirit is vast. Every breath you take is an affirmation of your place in this world, a quiet vote for the light, even as you hold space for the dark. Allow this newfound equilibrium to weave itself into your nervous system, settling into your bones, your skin, the cells of your heart. There is no hurry to go anywhere, no need to change your state. Simply recognize that you have arrived at a place of balance where it is okay to just be. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Let the music continue while you simply reflect, breathe, and allow today's experience to become part of your momentum. Before we finish, I'd like to leave you with one thought. No two minds are exactly alike. Your experiences are unique. Your challenges are unique. Your goals are unique, so your sessions should be unique. At MyMomentum, every session is created specifically for you, shaped around your goals, your experiences, and the way your mind works. Visit mymomentumnow.com to create your own personalized session and discover what becomes possible when your mind is guided in a way that's uniquely yours.